and at least you can, okay?
Just pause.
Okay. I think it's on your end because my end looks fine. So I'm recording for you in case you need this later, okay?
Okay.
All right. Page 1, we're talking about right here. Go, everybody turn to page 1 if you have your book. If you don't have your book, you're just going to wait on this page here.
Okay.
Go back
Got
one
it.
pages because that's page 3. There you go. Page 1. Do you notice at the top where it says learn it?
Yeah.
That means that's going to be the page that we work on in class together. So we'll start there. And we're talking about, it says every word belongs to a word group, a part of speech. There are 8 parts of speech. And some of you who don't have a book, you're just going to listen because you don't have this page, but that's okay. You can just listen. The 8 parts of speech are noun, pronoun, verb, preposition, conjunction, adjective, adverb, and interjection. That's 8. And that's all of them in the English language. We have 8 parts of speech. So those words you're going to find in almost every sentence we have. You can keep going, keep turning the page, keep going, another page.
This is working way better, Mrs. C.
Say that one more time.
It's working way better.
Oh, good. Awesome. There you go.
What?
It says learn it at the top there.
Something is being recorded.
And then we're going to talk about the nouns. You guys know what
Should
a
I
noun
say
is?
you bleeding or got it?
What's a noun? Person, place, or thing. And on this page it says or idea. So sometimes we'll talk about that as it comes. But you can determine if a word is a noun by testing it. Do you guys see in the margin over here, there says the word test, tests, the blank, and then it says two, like the number 2 blank. If you can put the word the in front of it, that usually means it's going to be a noun. If you can count it, that means it's usually going to be a noun. So if I have the word pen, the pen, that works. If I have 2 of them, which I do right here, 2 pens, I can count them. 1, 2. This is a noun. The word pen is a noun. If I have the word blue, the blue, it feels like you need another word, right? So it's not going to be a noun right there. I can't say to blue. I mean, you need something else, right? So the word blue is not going to be a noun. So that's one way you can test a word to see if it's going to be a noun. In this book, they're going to have lots of nouns and you got to find them. So look at the example here. Look where it says, find it. You guys see that on the page there? No, some of you don't have this page. Okay. We're going to read this sentence and then you're going to look for the words that name people, places, things, and ideas. And then you're going to mark it. On that page underneath that, it says mark it. You're going to put an N on top of it. Put an N on top of the noun. You're going to label it, okay? And so there's your example. You see this in the middle of the page there. It says, the soldiers walked over hills and rivers. What are the nouns in that sentence? You can just say them. Soldiers. What else? Hills and rivers, because those soldiers are people. Hills and rivers are things. And then it's talking about capitalization. Who knows, when do we capitalize a word? Yes.
In the beginning of a name or a sentence.
The beginning of the sentence or a name. Is there any other times that we capitalize a letter?
After a period.
After a period, the beginning of a sentence. What else?
God's names?
Yeah, a name like God's names. Yeah, they're all capitalized. There's one more.
Or a place.
Or a place. Name of a place.
In the title.
And the title, very good. Or if we use the letter I as a word, like I, right? That's always capital. When you're talking about yourself, that's right. So the example says the soldiers were hungry, and the word the. Australia's name? Is that what you said? Yeah, the name of a country. That's true too. But the word the needs a capital T because it's the beginning of the sentence. You guys already know that. And then end marks. What are the 3 end marks we have? Yes.
Period.
Period.
Exclamation part and question mark.
You got it. And I heard you guys saying it too. That's right. You guys got it. So here they're going to leave them off on purpose. You have to figure out what the end mark should be. Here it says they were tired, period. Where could they find work? Question mark. Okay, you're just going to put in.
Exciting is an exclamation mark or
like, watch out.
surprising is.
Yeah, that's right. Good example. At the bottom, it says indentation. And that means when you start a new paragraph, that was weird. When you start a new paragraph, you indent. And that means, you guys ever use your fingers to help you space out stuff? Yeah. So it would be like a 2-finger space at the very beginning. That's indent. And that's a signal that it's a new paragraph. You okay over there?
Yeah, I'm very tired because I woke up at 6 in the morning.
I woke up at 2.
Oh.
I woke up at 2 and I tried to go back to sleep, but I couldn't.
Oh no, that's the worst when you're laying there like, ah.
I woke up at 6:30.
Okay.
I think it's not too bad.
Page 3. Go ahead and turn your page if you have a book to page 3. And this is where you have the right page, the ones that have a copy. So I'm going to have you just like put it in the middle and you guys can work kind of on that together so you can see it. Okay. So at the top, do you see where it says read it, mark it, fix it at the top? And then at the very corner, it says week 1, day 1. We're going to do this page together. And then for your homework, you're going to do days 2, 3, and 4 later at home. Okay. That's how we do the grammar each week. But we're going to start with read it up here. So does anybody feel like reading this sentence today? Go for it.
Did you ever hear the story of the 3 poor soldiers?
Nice. Did you ever hear the story of the 3 poor soldiers? Now underneath read it, it says one vocabulary. I put a piece of plastic in front of mine so I can use this and then it wipes off and then I don't ruin my page. So the vocabulary word is the word in bold. Do you guys see a word in bold there? Go ahead and say the word. Poor. Does anybody know what poor means? Yes.
Not fortunate. Broke. Yeah.
Did you have another one to add to that?
Yeah, broke.
Broke. Okay. Basically, not a lot of money, right? Do you have another idea?
Like someone says, oh, those poor children there. Like they feel bad, or like they don't have enough money to buy for food and water and stuff like that.
That's a good point. Maybe it's because they feel bad, poor children, or you feel sad for them or something like that. But in this context, this is they don't have any money or very many things. Okay. So put a check by vocabulary underneath read it, because that tells you know the vocabulary word and you checked it. If you ever come across a vocabulary word that you don't know, please ask your mom or your dad or somebody at home, your grandma, grandpa, uncle, aunt, whoever is at home, and find out what that word means or look it up in a dictionary. That's always a good idea too. Okay. The next column says market. And it says 2 nouns. So in this sentence, there are 2 nouns. Does anybody want to tell me what one of them is? Delilah, what's one noun?
Story.
Story is one. What's the other one? Soldiers is the other. This page is going to be pretty easy.
Yeah.
So on top of story, put an N, and on top of soldiers, put an N. You're labeling those the nouns. Okay?
Yeah.
Easy peasy cheesy. Put a check by nouns at the top because you did it. Now we're on fix it. These lists are going to get longer, by the way. This is just your first one. It's pretty easy. It says 1 capital. So, Delilah, what's the capital? Did. The D in did needs to be capitalized. So you're going to draw 3 little lines right under the D in did. Okay, so do 3 little lines under the D only in did. Good. Give me a thumbs up if you got that. Awesome. Jace, you got that on yours? Okay. And then put a check mark by capital, and then we have an end mark. Anybody know what we need on the end? Yes. Bailey, right? You're Bailey, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Can't remember what it's called. Can you draw it in the air, what it looks like? Yes. What is that, Camden?
Question.
A question mark. Draw in a question mark. I'm glad you didn't say period because this actually is a question. Did you ever hear the story of the 3 poor soldiers? Question mark. Check mark by end mark. We have finished everything on top. The last thing to do is to rewrite it, but make sure you indent. Look how this is indented right here. So start with a 2-finger space and write the word did, and don't forget to use a capital D like this at the bottom. So move over a little bit because you're indenting, and then you're going to start with a capital D. You're going to fix that and then copy in your nice handwriting. Don't forget your question mark at the end.
Is there a pencil sharpener?
There is a pencil sharpener on that back table there. Let me plug it in.
Shaking the table. You want to use
the table might move a little bit if people are writing on it, so just try to deal with it.
No, Grayson like doesn't want to plug in that one.
Let's see.
It's not funny.
That's great. Stick it in there. All right. Once you finish writing your sentence, give me a thumbs up so I can tell you you're done. Is it working back there? Good. Yeah, the table might move a little bit. I think I just
like banging his leg.
Put your legs down, Grayson. I'll make sure to get your page ready for you next week so you don't have to just sit there. Nice handwriting, Delilah. I like that you're doing cursive. Welcome.
Oh, yeah, I used to do cursive, but not anymore. I mean, I still do it for my name and stuff, but I do cursive. I really do cursive.
See that? So while you're finishing writing up your sentence, you're going to do pages 4. Somebody's phone. I thought it was mine for a second. Go ahead and turn your ringer off. You know how to do that? You're going to do pages 4, 5, and 6 for your homework. Okay, at home. If you don't have your book yet and you need those pages, have your mom email me so that I can get those to you. But it's going to be pages 4, 5, and 6. The same way we did this. So you'll start at the top and those 3, it says read it, mark it, fix it. You're going to do each one of those during your homework. For your homework, it's pretty easy to start. And then rewrite it at the bottom. Any questions about what we talked about today? You have a question?
Not about the sentence, but I was thinking like at the end, if we have time, we could do something called roses and thorns. Like we could share one thing about what we did like this weekend or what's going to happen, and we could share like what bad thing that happened.
Roses and thorns. I like that. We'll see. I don't know if we'll have time today, but I definitely want to do that eventually. Okay, so go ahead and close up your grammar book. That's the lesson for today in the class. So your homework is 4, 5, and 6. So you can put your grammar book away. If you have your backpack, you can put your backpack on the floor. And you will need your binder. Yeah, you can put that away in the back there.
Oh, and here's my favorite.
Awesome. Thank you.
Kristen, did you give
You turn it in online usually, but I'll take it if you have it.
Oh, here's Grayson.
Okay. And I'm going to have you guys share this page together because I don't have
I'll put this in my folder too. So
can you pass that to Jace behind me, please? All right. Now you're going to get out your binders if you have your binders. If you make sure you have enough room on your table, I would put your Grayson. Put your backpacks on the floor, and then you can move things to the top of the table if you need to make room.
Are we going to read this now?
Not right away, but yes, we will. Oh, you don't need this?
Oh, yeah.
Awesome. Yay, this is for you, Grayson. Yay. Yay. And what I want you to do Here's a little tip with your binders. Bailey, do you have an extra binder that you brought?
Yeah.
Because that you just stuck in there should go in your extra binder. That way it doesn't get too full. Oh, she did?
Yes.
When you open your rings, use those tabs at the top and the bottom. Because if you pull on your rings to open your rings, they're gonna bend and then it won't work right. So you know how your binder has a top and a bottom tab?
Yes.
All right. So in your binder, and we kind of organized this yesterday or last week. Do you see the tab that says source text tab? It looks like this. It says source text. It's a tab. So it's past all the introduction pages and stuff. And then you see the tab that says source text. When you turn that tab, you should see week 1, the dog in the shadow. So everybody open that up in your binder. Yeah, that's the one. So carefully open your rings and take out week 1. Huh? Oh yeah. Well, don't have it. Weird. I wonder where your tabs went. Well, you can buy some tabs at Walmart for later because you're gonna need them. I'll make sure. Let your mom know, okay, that you need tabs for your binder. But it's this. When you see week 2, don't take that out. Only take out week 1. So here's your source text tab. So you're gonna go to that. And see how it says week 1 right here? So you're gonna open the rings that way, pull those apart. And then you're gonna take out all the pages until you get to week 2. See that? And leave that in there. So go ahead and close it in the same way. And now you got you can close up your binder. That's week 1. Remember, use these. So you're gonna need this page because it says week 1 too, right here. Yeah, it says week 1. That's week 1. So you need that. That's still week 1. Keep going. That's part of week 1. And now you see week 2. So leave that one in there. Close it up with the tabs. There you go. You guys also need a piece of lined paper. So you can move your binder on the floor. That way you have more room. You're going to need a piece of lined paper too. Oh my. I have 300. I have a whole lot of papers. You need that. It's easier for me to do it because it's kind of hard to explain. Yeah, one of those. And goes in here. Okay, so when you see week 2 like that, you're gonna need that. Okay? This is gonna be all of week 1. So now you can close up your rings with the tabs.
Oh, on week 2 of
you have yours. So there's a lot of us in here. So you just need. All right, guys, listen up, Grayson. You need week 1 and a lined piece of paper, and then everything else you can kind of set aside, put on the floor, or push at the top of your table. Just out of your way, okay? So you need week 1 and a lined piece of paper and a pencil.
Might be a bit long since I have.
Oh, that's okay. So go ahead and take one of these out. You don't have all the pages, don't worry about it. You're definitely going to need that page. So take one of these out, and then you can move your binder up. You can use it for what? Right on.
My binder.
This is not even mine. All right. Grayson.
He doesn't go bad for the dog.
All right. Getting everything ready here. You should have week 1. There's 4 pages that you took out and a piece of lined paper. Everything else you can either push up at the top of your table or on the floor out of the way. Go ahead and get a piece of lined paper out. You got lined paper, good, 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 good. Let's see that. You need some help with that? I don't know. Oh, okay. Well, let's put it here for now, and then later I'll help you put it away, okay? But it looks like you got a piece out, so that's good. All right. This top page, Grayson, you don't need to put that in there. Okay, I'm going to close this up. You just need these two things right now, okay? This top piece of paper right here is a lesson plan if you were doing this at home with your parent or whoever does your homeschooling without me. But since I'm teaching this class, we're going to ignore this page, but we still want to keep it together. So if you have this page, go ahead and put it at the back of your stack, okay, that you just took out. So then you should see this page next, okay? Give me a thumbs up if you have this page in front of you. Give me a thumbs up. It's called The Dog and the Shadow. Good. Everybody's got it. Yay. So, and underneath where it says The Dog and the Shadow, it says attributed to Aesop. Has anybody ever heard of Aesop's fables?
Yeah.
What's an Aesop fable? Can you explain it?
Just an old story.
Definitely an old story. It usually has animals in it. And it usually tells us, it teaches us a lesson. Have you heard of the tortoise and the hare?
Yes.
There you go. That's an Aesop's fable. Have you heard of the other one is Lion and the Mouse?
Yes.
Yes, no, maybe.
Yes.
So there's a lot of them out there. Yeah. Okay, good. So this is one of those stories. It's short. And it has an animal in it, and we can learn a life lesson from this. And so as I read it, I want you to think about what lesson you can learn from it. Okay, so I'll read it out loud. You read it in your head and follow along as I read it. It says, The Dog and the Shadow, attributed to Aesop. A lucky dog had found a big fresh bone and was carrying it home to enjoy. On his way, he had to cross a low bridge over a calm stream. As he crossed, he looked down and saw his own reflection in the water beneath. Thinking it was another dog with another bone, he wanted to have that also. So he growled and snapped at the other dog in the water, but as he opened his mouth, the bone fell out. It dropped into the stream and was gone forever. So I want you to look at that picture for a minute. Give me a thumbs up if you see his reflection. Do you see his reflection? I see thumbs out there. Who can tell me what is a reflection? What does that mean? Yes.
It's like, if you look into a mirror, it's basically seeing yourself.
It's basically seeing yourself. If you look super carefully at the very bottom of the picture, very bottom, you can see part of his face. Not his whole body, but you can see a little bit of his face. Do you guys see that?
Yeah.
Okay, I see that. Thumbs up, Weston. He can see himself in that water. Have you guys ever been to a swimming pool where the pool is like super still and nobody's in it yet? And it's really still. There's no waves or anything.
Because everybody's in that water.
Usually everybody jumps in. If you ever go to somebody's house with a pool, before anybody gets in and it's a calm, quiet day, you can look over the edge of the water and look into the water and see your reflection.
Like in a lake or something.
Like in a lake if it's really still. If there's waves, it's harder to see, but if it's pretty still, you can really see yourself. Have you guys ever seen yourself in water before? Yeah. You should try that sometime, even in the bathtub. You know, when you fill up the bathtub and you let it sit there for a minute until all the water kind of settles down and it's really smooth. Try that. Look over the edge of the bathtub and see if you can see yourself. Or in the sink, if you want to practice like filling up just part of the sink. Check with your mom first before you do that. But that
was always let me clean up my toys.
Wait till the water's like super still and then see if you can see yourself. Did you want to say something, Delilah?
I was going to say that I don't take baths, I take showers.
Yeah, me too. But if you ever do take a bath or try it in the sink, maybe just put some water in there and then wait till it's still. So who can tell me, bless you, there's tissue in the back if you guys need that too. What is the life lesson we can learn from this story? What's a life lesson, Hallie? Not to be greedy. That's right. And greedy, do you guys remember what that is?
Yeah, like wanting what they want.
Wanting what somebody else wants. It could be money. It could be
That one,
things.
Mrs. C.
It could be hairstyle. It could be, yeah, riches. More of it. So, do you have another idea?
There's a book of Mayor Fire Ant. There's this kid called AJ. He says he was whining about everybody else's birthdays. It's saying that everybody else gets all the presents, gets first.
Oh, yeah. So that's greedy too. So whenever you're feeling kind of jealous inside or envious of somebody else because they have something or they're
that
doing something you want to do, but you need to look at yourself and be thankful for what you have too, like this dog, right? This
and
dog
my trip to Disneyland.
This dog has a nice big juicy bone, and you know dogs like bones, right?
Yeah.
And he's enjoying it already, but he thinks he sees another dog, but does he really see another dog?
No.
It's himself, right? So the point is he needed to just be happy for himself that he has his own bone and not try to get two bones. Because look, he lost his bone. Now he has 0 bones, right?
If
he lost
greedy,
it.
You lose in the water bone, and the water dog gets the bone.
Oh, the reflection gets the bone?
Yeah.
That's true. Okay, so now on your lined piece of paper, we are going to do what's called a keyword outline. This is something we're going to do a lot in this class. So I know Delilah knows how to do this. She's done this before, and probably some of you have seen your brothers or sisters do this before. This is my paper. It's terrible, but that's my paper right there. Do you know on yours you have a line at the top? Your line, goes all the way across like that. Right here on the left, this is like where the holes are on the side of your paper like this. At the very top left, I want you to put your first and last name. Okay, go ahead and write your first and last name at the top left-hand side of your page. So Jace, you'll write your first and last name there.
I got a cut from opening a soda can.
Oh, ouchie.
So I can't write with my first finger.
Do you guys know how to write the date with numbers, only numbers? Have you done that before? Okay, good. So today's date, I'm going to put 9/16/24. That's how I write it. If you do dashes, that's okay. But right underneath your name, I want you to put today's date, 9/16/98. I mean 98. 98. The reason I said that is because today's actually my daughter's birthday. So you're close to my daughter's birthday. And she was born in 1998, so she's a lot older than you.
Yeah.
Got your thumbs up. Good. Name and date. Good. Now we're going to skip a line. When I say skip a line, do you guys know what that means?
Yeah.
Leave one blank. Leave a whole row blank. And then you're going to write the title somewhere in the middle. It does not have to be perfect, okay? But you're going to skip a line, and then I want you to write the dog and the shadow. I want you to notice something about this title. The T in the is capitalized. The D in dog is capitalized.
Dog.
Right? Dog. The A in and is not.
Maybe it's because it's
not.
It's not explaining about like the title.
Shadow is capital. Grayson, turn around. You should be writing this title right here. Oh. You might need to get out of your chair. Okay, you got it. So we're going to talk about titles eventually in this class, but for now, just copy it the way it is on your paper. The dog and the shadow. Right underneath that, we're not skipping this time. Right underneath that, I want you to put key word outline. And all of those have a capital. Key word outline. Bless you.
Man, I can't wait to start talking.
It's hard to think about other stuff, probably. Keyword outline. So who can tell me something, and you can just say it. You don't have to raise your hand this time. What is something we need a key for? You can just say it.
A door.
A door. What else?
A safe.
A safe?
A car.
A car?
A piano.
Oh, that's a different kind of key, but that was clever. I'm talking about a key like that turns. Chest, like a treasure chest. That'd be cool. Yes, those are all
hideout.
A secret hideout if you have a key. The piano keys are a little bit different.
Actually, you can put a lock onto a piano if it has those shutting ones.
Oh yeah.
Get from players.
Oh yeah. So what if your house is locked and you don't have a key? Does that ever happen to anybody?
No, because we
That's happening.
don't need to worry about it because we have like a password lock.
Oh yeah. Okay.
It's like
You
we
get your
put in
young-
Has that happened to you before?
Yeah, but we have a password for our garage. So
Okay.
Well, you get your youngest child to throw them over the fence to get in the back.
Well, that's what we had to do one time. My daughter is small. Especially when she was younger, she was really small. And we had a doggy door in the back door. And she was the only one that could fit through it. So we were able to get through the back gate. And then she had to because our doggy door was only like for little dogs, right? And she had to squeeze through there. And she got in, then she ran around and opened up the front door. So,
for some reason,
but if you don't have a key and it's locked, it's a problem, right? But the key, we're going to talk about keywords in writing. In stories. Did you guys know in sentences we have keywords? And those words are the most important words of the sentence. We need those words to remember the sentence. And that's what we're going to practice today. So next on your outline, before I forget, skip a line again. Hold on 1 second. Skip a line again. And then I want you to, on the side here, next to that red line, okay, I want you to write 1 through 6 like this with a dot by each one.
Are we doing a spelling test?
No, it's not a spelling test. You can relax. No spelling test today. 1 through 6. There's never a spelling test in here.
Thank God.
I think I worried everybody for a second.
Yeah, you did.
No, but you do need to practice spelling at home, but not in this class.
No.
1 through 6.
That only reminds me of school, and I don't want to go back there. I really don't. Oh yeah. Every day I brought from school, even on Fridays.
All right, the next step is to, and I'm gonna put this up here, I think. Hopefully it'll.
I'm so glad
I don't have my magnets. Hold on a
I
second.
get 2 hours a day.
Did you write 1 through 6?
Yep.
Got it?
I only have to do like
I
5
have
hours.
magnets, I think. For orientation. Oh yeah.
Like, I don't have to do the reading.
Hopefully these will work. They're like little tiny magnets.
I finished my book, so I don't have to do any reading, just computer.
I know this is kind of
Wait,
small.
She said 6.
There we go. Got it? Oh yeah. That's way too many. Just draw a line under 6 and ignore the rest of those.
Why did you draw 20?
He was just getting into those numbers, man. He just was like, I don't need to write my numbers. All right. Looking at the very first sentence, does anybody want to volunteer to read the first?
See it.
Well, you have it in front of you. Don't worry about this one.
No.
Hey, Lori,
Yes.
our internet's not connecting well, so we're just gonna turn it off and then we'll finish with the video we'll
Okay.
finish the keyword outline.
Sorry about that. Yeah, that happens sometimes. But I am recording it, so that's the good news. I'll keep it going.
Perfect. And then Ainsley will just do the recording as well. I think that'll be
Okay.
easier.
Yeah, okay. Sounds good. Thanks for trying though.
Yeah,
Enjoy
thank
your
you.
trip.
Bye.
Bye. Bye, Weston.
Bye, Weston.
Okay. The first sentence. Okay, wait. Eliana. I remember. Okay, Eliana's gonna read the first sentence. You guys follow along on your page.
Right.
Go ahead and look at your, hold on, wait till everybody's ready. Look at just the first sentence. That's all we're reading. Bailey, look at your first sentence.
Do I read it out loud?
Yes,
Okay.
you're gonna read it out loud. Everybody else is gonna
Ready?
follow in their head.
Are ready?
We're ready.
A lucky dog had found a big fresh bone and was carrying it home to enjoy.
You can put that on the board. Yes, good. So we're gonna look at some words here. The very first word is a. That is not a key word, right? You're looking for words that are gonna help you remember what that sentence was about. Lucky, kind of a key word, but dog, yes. We need to know dog, right? So what I want you to do is underline dog. Don't write anything on your outline yet. We're just underlining. Underline dog. Because if we don't know about the dog, then we're not going to remember the main character in this story, right? Which is the dog.
We won't know if it's a cat, a pickle.
The next word says had. Had is not a key word.
Pickle cat.
Found. What do you think about found?
Like, yeah.
Yes, and bone. Let's underline found and bone. You guys see that? Dog found bone. We're skipping big fresh. Those are great words, but they're not key words. Remember, these words are what opens the door for us, right? What helps us remember what that sentence is about.
Who the character is and what he did and what the sentence is.
Found bone, but he did something else. What else did he do?
He dropped it into
No, we're only looking at the first sentence. Carrying. Let's underline that. And where is he headed?
Home.
Home. That's important to know.
To enjoy.
To enjoy.
It didn't say that. They'd say like he's heading somewhere to enjoy.
Right.
What
Well, I wonder if we should underline enjoy because he was excited about it, right? Let's underline enjoy too. So we've got dog. Make sure all these are underlined.
Dog found bone and carrying home enjoy.
Yes. Lots of keywords in this sentence. But there's a rule about our outline. Anybody know what the rule is? Do you remember the rule?
About 3 words you go there.
Everybody hold up 3 fingers. Everybody hold up 3 fingers. 3. Do we need to go back to math? Hold up 3. That's still not 3. That's 4. Okay. Technically that's 3, but that's a weird 3. It's okay. I'll take it. 3 words only. Everybody say that. 3 words only.
3 words only.
Now, that's all we can list on our outline. 3 words. But guess what? We have some freebies. We have some freebies. Do you remember what those were, Delilah? What can we put for free that we don't have to count on our outline? No, that's good that you remember that. There's 3 things we can put on our outline that we don't have to count. Do you remember what they are? Okay, I'm going to make a little list here. You don't have to write this. I'm going to write this word. See if you know what this is. Don't write it. Just tell me what it is.
Symbols.
Symbols.
A symbol is a square.
What about this word?
Numbers.
What about this word? One more.
Symbols, numbers, and abbreviations.
What's an abbreviation? What's an example of an abbreviation?
Like for your name, like for your name, you could use the capital for your first name and then the first for your last name.
That's true. You could do the capital of your first and last name. That's an abbreviation. What else, Camden?
Making the word shorter.
Making the word shorter, like the word Monday. If we put M-O-N with a dot, that's an abbreviation. Mun. But it's short, right? It's not the whole word. These are for free. Put a happy face here. How many words can we have on each line? 3.
3.
Yes.
3.
So, how many did we underline in that first sentence? Count the words that we underlined. How many did we underline?
1, 6.
6, that's way more than 3. So how are we going to decide what are the best of the keywords?
Dog
is good, but we have dog in the title.
Oh.
Maybe we don't need dog. What do you think? Carrying. What else? What else would be? Home is important. Bone. I think that's the biggest one we need to put. Let's put bone. And I think carrying is a good idea. carrying. See how I put commas here? You're going to put commas too. And then home, I like that word too. Go ahead and circle phone, carrying, and home. Circle those 3 words. And then I'm going to put a smiley face here. Why would I put that? What is that going to remind me of? What? Well, it's a symbol, so that's true. But it reminds me of that he enjoyed it. Right?
Yeah.
Because you smile when you enjoy something, right? For the time he had it.
I'm gonna smile when I go to Disneyland. That's all I can think about is right now.
We can put that smiley face there and we don't have to count it. But how many words do we have listed here? 1, 2, 3. That's it. Yes. So that's going to help us remember what that sentence is about. And then we have a happy face to remind us that he enjoyed it. When he got home, he enjoyed it.
No, he didn't.
Well, that's true. He was wanting to enjoy it when he got home. But you're right. The story changed on him a little bit. The second sentence. We're going to go down to the second sentence. You need something in there? What you doing? You don't need to write the word free. Actually, you can erase that because we're going to use just the smiley face to remind us that he wanted to enjoy it when he got home.
That free and smiley face really help you.
Well, I think you better erase that one because that might confuse you when you go back to practice that sentence. Who wants to read the second sentence of the story? I think you read the first sentence. Anybody want to read this? Okay, Hallie, because you already read one, I'm picking somebody else. I know. But Hallie, hold on, wait till everybody's ready. We're going to go to the second sentence, not student. It starts with on. So look at your story. Look at the sentence that starts with on. And go ahead and read it, Hallie.
On his way, he had to cross a low bridge over a calm stream.
Good. What are some key words in that sentence that we need to remember?
Stream.
Bridge. Let's underline bridge. What else?
Stream.
Eliana.
Calm.
Calm. What else, Zuli? Did you find another one in there?
Stream.
Stream.
No, not anymore.
Everybody said it already.
Cross.
Yeah.
Cross, maybe. Okay, you guys are getting the hang of it already. This is good. These are key words. So what we're trying to do is remember this sentence. So we have to know the most important parts of the sentence. Cross, well, if I see that word bridge, I'm already going to think about crossing it, right? When you see a bridge, that's normally what you do. You either go under it or you cross over it, right?
Or you just don't want to.
I'm going to circle bridge. I'm going to circle calm, and I'm going to circle stream. So circle those 3. Bridge, calm, and stream. Go ahead and circle bridge, calm, and stream. And now we are going to transfer those 3 words, those 3 key words, because that's all we get, remember, on this outline. So put bridge first, comma, calm, comma, stream. We got our 3 words. We can't put 4, that's too many. We have to only put 3. That's the biggest rule that you guys need to remember. We do have some free stuff. We don't need it on this one. We're just going to keep those 3 words. Bridge, calm, and stream. Bridge, calm, and stream.
Tired, but so excited.
Okay. Third sentence. Anybody want to read the third sentence that hasn't had a chance to read? Okay, Grayson. There you go. It starts with as. Everybody find it. Hold on. Make sure everybody's got it. Hold on. A couple people are still writing. Give them a chance to finish. The third sentence. Hold on. No. Wait. All right. Got the story on top again? We're going to read the third sentence. It starts with as. Everybody look at yours. Good. You got it.
As he crossed.
He looked down and saw his own reflection in the water. Bench. Beneath.
Grayson, don't be silly now, okay? Because that wastes time. Okay, keywords. Yes.
Reflection.
Yes, reflection for sure. Underline it first. What else? Eliana.
Crossed?
Crossed, maybe. Maybe. We'll underline it. I don't know if that'll be the one we pick.
Cause you can put
Looked.
Water?
You can put
reflection, cause you don't, if you just say reflection, you don't know what.
Beneath.
Oh.
Beneath.
Did you guys hear what Jace just
Oh
said?
yeah, that's a good point.
That was a really good point. He said we should underline own because otherwise we might not know whose reflection it is. Good point, Jace. Underline own. And I heard somebody say looked. Did somebody say beneath? Okay. But what is he looking at? I mean, we know it's his reflection. The water too is there. So we've got crossed, looked, own, reflection, water,
That's
beneath. Oh, way too many. Now we have to pick the best out of those three. What do you guys think? The best? I think for sure reflection. Let's circle that.
Own.
Own. I think so too.
Water.
Water. I think so. Beneath, could we draw a down arrow maybe for beneath?
Yeah.
Because you guys know beneath means like under, right? Okay, I see a thumbs up. Let's do that. Let's copy down. Own. Reflection. That was a good idea, Jace. Own reflection. Water. And then a down arrow for beneath. Then we know he's looking down. So we got own, reflection, water, down.
Let's even Tennessee.
Okay.
Missy, what time is it?
Well, we have a clock by the door if you ever need to check. Do you guys know how to tell time on a clock?
Yes.
Okay, good. But you can just, if you ever want to check, you can check without saying anything because other people are working, so we don't want to distract them. Thumbs up when you got number 3 written down. So Jace, I don't see any of this stuff written down. So go ahead and copy this right here before you go. You got to write it down. So sit up, please.
Extra work.
Because we're going to do something with this outline now.
Okay.
First thing I want you to do is turn this one upside down on your table so you're not looking at the story anymore. We're hiding it for just a minute. And only look at your keyword outline. This is what we're going to learn how to do. It's pretty cool. So Jace, you keep working on it, okay? Write it down. We are going to try to come up with our own sentences using only our outline. That's why it's really important that you have this down on paper.
Ooh.
Yes. So when I look at number 1, okay, Delilah, go ahead and put all that away for now because you don't need to write anything else. Okay, there you go. Just leave it right there. Number 1 says bone, carrying, home, happy face. Now I need to think of a complete sentence using those words. I have to add
Can
words
we make
to
it silly?
No, I don't want it silly. Because we're trying to retell the story. Eventually you can though. That's a good question, Eliana, because we'll be doing silly stories eventually.
Carrying the home.
That doesn't make sense. You got to make sure it makes sense, right? So I'm going to say this. Listen to my sentence. Listen to my sentence. One day, and I know it's about a dog because remember we put that in the title. One day, a dog was carrying a bone to his home to enjoy. One day, a dog was carrying see how I kind of mixed that up, but I got them all in there, right? I got bone, carrying, and home to enjoy. So who has a different sentence? Who has a different sentence for me? You have to use bone, carrying, home, and enjoy. Do you have a different sentence? What's yours, Helen?
Bone, home, to enjoy.
Yes, but think of a complete sentence.
So
So you're gonna need to think of who's in
the
the story.
fancy dog.
Hold on, give her a
picked up
second.
a bone.
Grayson, give her some thinking time.
Dog carried the bone home.
The dog carried the bone home to enjoy. She said carried, and we have carrying. That's okay. That was good. Give me 5. I see one in the back there.
One day a dog happily carried his bone that he found home to enjoy.
There you go. Good sentence. Do you have another one, Grayson?
Yeah, a fancy dog brought a bone home to enjoy.
A fancy dog brought a bone home to enjoy.
Do it in the French or
We forgot the word carrying. Try it again with carrying.
Dog carried his bone home.
British accent.
We have a British, is it British accent? Is that what we're doing?
Yes.
English accent. Anybody else have a different sentence with these words? Zuli.
The dog was carrying home a bone.
The dog was carrying home a bone. Don't forget enjoy.
Home to enjoy.
Yes, try it one more time from the top.
A dog was carrying a bone home to enjoy.
Yes, good sentence. I see one more hand. I see 2 more hands. You're next, okay? Go for it.
A dog carried his bone home to enjoy. To enjoy.
Nice. Jace, do you have one?
A dog was carrying a bone.
No, I don't like the home.
Well, don't tell us the whole thing. We're just doing this first sentence. You got ahead of us there.
When I meant like when he was carrying his bone home, I mean like the home was actually made out of bones.
Okay, so we got to stop here. Let me tell you what you're going to do for homework. First of all, you did great today. Your homework is only going to be your 3 grammar pages. It's going to be so easy peasy cheesy. We're not going to do, hold on, before you pack up, Jace, put it back. Hold on, because you got to listen. We're going to finish this next week, okay?
Until we put it in our binders.
So you're going to put these papers that we took out of our binder, all of them, all 4 of the pages that you took out for week 1. And now you can start packing up, and your keyword outline in the front pocket of your binder. This is what I mean by that. See this pocket? Stick it in there.
Oh, mine's a bit.
Well, once your binder comes in, you'll have one. But for now, put it in a folder. That's fine. Somewhere where you know where it's at. Wait, Grayson, sit down.
Unfinished and finished.
So you're gonna put what all of week 1 and your keyword outline in the front pocket. Is that your birthday story?
Yeah.
You can keep that in your binder. That's your extra binder to save it. Okay.
Okay, now.
And then carefully close up your binder. And then your grammar is pages 4, 5, and 6. What pages?
4, 5, and 6.
What pages?
4, 5, and 6.
One more time. What pages?
4, 5, and 6.
There, that was perfect. Okay, that's your homework. So make sure you put everything back together.
So I just put this in the back.
I don't think you better put it in that one. And then you're excused if your mom or somebody's here to pick you up. You are excused. So I think you're gonna have to get a second binder. Do you have one or a folder in your backpack?
You have this.
Yeah, that'll work for now, because I think you don't need to carry all this, because that'll be a lot for her to maybe like just a smaller stack. Bye, you guys. You're welcome. See you next time. There you go. For now, let's stick it in here.
Wait.
And then that's perfect. I love it.
Well, now I know where it is.
There you go. And it stays together.
Bye,
You can
Miss
throw it up.
Lee.
Bye. See you next week, you guys. Good job today. Okay. Oh, I can turn this off.